Hey everyone, my name is Adi. I am working as a Java full stack trainer at Veracity Software Private Limited, Pune. So today I am going to take another mock interview with Vivek, and this mock interview is based on full stack Java. So we'll cover core Java, advanced Java, Spring Boot technologies, and let's see. I will ask some questions to the Vivek, and let's check how Vivek will give the answer for this. Okay. So please continue watch this video till end. You will get the good knowledge. Okay, fine. So first of all, Vivek is here, right?
Yes.
So Vivek, can you tell me something about yourself?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. So first of all, thank you for giving me the opportunity to introduce myself. So my name is Vivek Sawan, and I am from Nagar, but I am currently staying in Pune. So coming to my educational background, so I have completed my diploma in information technology from Government Polytechnic Navsari. After that, I have completed my BTech in information technology from JDBC Engineering College, Satara. Coming to my skill set, so I have the strong understanding of Java and its ecosystem. In that, I have the knowledge of core Java, and after that, concepts in the core Java like collections, multithreading, exception handling, etc. After that, in advanced Java, I have the knowledge of JSP, Servlet, JDBC, etc. And also I have the good knowledge of the Spring and Spring Boot technology to create Java applications.
Right.
So this is something about Java knowledge. After that, coming to my projects. So during my college, I have also learned about a MERN stack. After learning MERN stack, I have delivered some projects to my clients. Some projects include, one of the project is that the project name is AstroDisk. The main aim of the project is to create an astrology reports and to manage their customers. That project I have built using the React.js for the front end and the Node.js Express.js for the backend, and the MongoDB database I have used to manage their databases. This is one of the website I have delivered. Another website I delivered is that the website for Devkar classes. That website I have built using the React.js technology. So main aim of that website is to grow their branding. So this is another website I have delivered. So this is something about my freelancing projects. After that, after completing my BTech in information technology, I came to know Java is a more stronger to build enterprise level Java applications. So I have started learning Java. In the Java, I have first learned the core Java concept. After that, I have learned JSP, Servlet, JDBC. After learning JSP, Servlet, JDBC, I started working on a project, a student management system. In that project, I have used the advanced Java concepts, Servlet, JDBC and JSP, and I have performed the CRUD operations using the technologies. This is one of the project. After completing this project, then I have learned the Java frameworks such as Spring and Spring Boot framework. After learning Spring and Spring Boot, I have started working on a full stack Java project. The one of the project is that the food ordering website. In that website, I have integrated complete front end and back end. For creating the front end of that website, I have used the React.js library, and then for creating a back end RESTful web services, I have utilized the Spring Boot technology. And in that website, I have also integrated third-party APIs like Razorpay Payment Gateway API, and then also I have used the Spring Security to authorize to secure the project. This is something about food ordering website. Then another project I have created using Spring Boot is that the e-commerce website. In that website, I have utilized the basic modules of the Spring Boot, just like Spring Web, Spring MUC, Spring REST, and then Spring Security. And that's all. And that's all. Thank you.
Great, Vivek. Good introduction. So you have mentioned here you know the Maven tool, right?
Yeah, right.
So what is it?
So Maven is basically an build tool. We use it basically it performs operation for us. Like if you don't use Maven, so we need to manually add the jar files for our project. But if you use a Maven, we don't need to add jar files manually. If we create a project with the Maven, we will get a pom.xml file. In that pom.xml file, there is a dependencies, all dependencies, and Maven continuously reads the pom.xml file and it will add that jar files automatically in our project. What is does Maven has the online repository and the local repository.
Right.
So if the Maven found any new dependency in the pom.xml, so basically it will first find that jar file in the local repository.
Okay.
If it will not get that jar file in that, it will download it from the online repository,
Right.
and it will add it into our project. This is the main working of Maven.
Okay. So any difference between jar and var?
Jar and var. Jar and var, basically jar files are no difference idea.
Both are same.
No, I don't know about that.
Okay, no problem. Fine. You have mentioned your Hibernate JDBC, right?
Yeah.
So can you tell me difference between Hibernate and JDBC?
So basically, JDBC is a traditional approach for performing database operations. JDBC API is basically a Java database connectivity.
Okay.
We use it to perform database operations. If you use an JDBC API, so we need to manually write the SQL queries. But if we use an Hibernate, so we don't need to use the write and manually queries because Hibernate is an ORM approach. So it is basically object relational mapping. Hibernate will automatically map our Java objects to the relational database tables with the matching table name and the matching properties and data also. Another difference is that if you use JDBC, we have to write a lot of boilerplate code in the JDBC API, and this is not manageable in the big products. And in current market, this Hibernate is good for us to use.
Okay. So in Hibernate, like there is a concept like rollback and commit. Have you heard about that?
Rollback and commit. Commit means rollbacks means rollback means if we are inserted some data and we want if we have performed some operation and we want to revert that operation, then we can use the rollback.
Okay.
Like that.
Why to revert any reason?
Revert like we have performed some wrong operation in that case.
In that
can revert.
And commit?
Committing means if you are performing some operation, and that means this operation is final. Is commit.
Okay, good, no problem. Can you tell me the life cycle of Servlet?
Yeah, so life cycle of Servlet, basically Servlet is a server side pages that runs on a web server. It handles the client request and generates the dynamic response. So when we create a servlet, first its object will be created.
Right.
Then after creating its object will be initialized in the second step.
Okay.
After in the third step is the request handling step. In that step, what happens that whatever the client request is coming in to the servlet, we handle that client request in the request handling phase. By using in that phase, we just can use classes provided by the Servlet API, just like HTTP, Servlet, etc., and handle that request and send back the dynamic response to the client. And at the last step in the Servlet lifecycle, Servlet will be destroyed at the last step. That means destroy method will be called.
Okay. What is server?
Server is basically when you want to create an API and if for example you want to create a dynamic website, that website needs a server to store some data, or we are creating also an only front-end website. That's also front-end website. There is no need for front-end website to create a server. We need only server to create a full stack means back-end website, and we will deploy our all data on a server, or we can deploy our APIs on that server.
Any server like you have used?
Yeah, Apache Tomcat is one of the server
you have used.
Yes.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so I will ask some question on core Java.
Okay.
Can you tell me the difference between throw and throws?
Yeah, so we throw and throw both are used to handle the exceptions. So basically throw is used to explicitly throw an exception.
Right. And
throws, if you use a throws keyword to handle the exception, it might be throw an exception.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay, no problem. Can you give me like some runtime exception names in Java?
Runtime exception names in Java such as there is an file not found exception.
Okay. I'll not for it runtime or compile time.
I mean, no, it is a compile time exception.
Okay, so any runtime?
In a runtime exception, like arithmetic exception,
right?
Divide by zero exception.
No, that is arithmetic. There is no any divide by.
Okay. Uske
null pointer exception.
Null pointer exception.
When exactly null pointer exception came in the Java? What is the scenario situation?
Null pointer exception. For example, if you have an array,
okay,
and we have the 5 elements in that array,
okay,
and we are trying to access the sixth index elements at the sixth index. So in that case, there is no element present at the sixth index. Right. In that case, null pointer exception can occur.
Are you sure?
Null pointer exception.
Or array index out of bound.
Yeah, that is array index out of bound.
Null pointer.
Null pointer exception.
Like you are doing the projects and all, right? Yeah. You face many times null pointer exception. So give me any case where you face this.
Null pointer exception. No, I can't remember now.
Okay, no problem. See guys, these exceptions are very important because like you did some projects, right? And definitely you get face that exception, right? So might be interviewer will ask you that question. In which case you face this exception? Yes or no? Right? Simple answer is null pointer exception when you are calling a method on null reference. Let's suppose you are taking string name equals to null and you are calling the string method name dot to uppercase. So null value cannot be like become uppercase. So that time you will get the null pointer exception. Okay. Or you are creating your class object student s1 equal to null. And you are calling that class method s1.em1 or right. So that time null value is present in that s1 reference variable, right? So reference variable referring to the null value, that time you are calling something method, then it will get the null pointer. Okay. So no problem. Fine. Okay, Vivek, good. Can you tell me like what are the different types of stages we need to follow in the JDBC connection?
Yeah, so to connect the Java application with the database using JDBC API, so first step is we need to download the driver of the, for example, if you want to use the MySQL database. Right. So first we need to download the driver of the MySQL database, add the driver into our Java application. For example, let's adding it onto our servlet, and then after adding the driver, then we need to create the connection with the database by using the JDBC API. Right. So for creating connection, there is an class driver manager data source. By using driver manager data source, we can connect our Java application with the database. In that class, we will pass the 3 parameters. First is the DB-URL, second one is the username, and third one is the password. Okay. Then our connection will be created. After creating a connection, second step we will do it that they will prepare the statement. Okay. After preparing statement, in the prepare statement we will pass the query what data we want to insert into the database. So we will do prepare statement, and after preparing statement we will execute the query by using the reference of the prepared statement. We will first prepare statement and store prepared statement into the reference of the prepare statement. Okay. And using that reference we will perform the method like ps.execute query. Okay. And we will our data will be inserted into the database. This is some stages of the JDBC. Okay, Vivek. Good. Like there is a statement also, right? Statement, prepare statement. Any difference between them? Any difference in between? Prepared statement, prepare statement. Prepared statement. No. Statement and prepare statement. Statement and prepare statement. Yes. I think a statement is an interface and prepare statement is an method. It's not interface. Prepared statement, I am saying. Not prepare statement. Prepared statement. Prepared statement. Prepared statement means when we use prepare statement, it's we will store it into the prepared statement. Okay. After preparing statement, only statement. Yes. No, I don't know about only statement. You have not used statement? Yeah, use the connections statement. Use the button. I can't remember now. Okay, no problem. There is a statement and prepare statement, both interfaces. Okay, there is a difference. You need to see that. Okay, no problem.
You have mentioned here like the Spring Boot, right?
Yeah, right.
So what is the difference between Spring and Spring Boot?
Basically, Spring is a Spring core and Spring Boot. So Spring core is a basic Spring framework that we use to build a Java application. That is released in 2004. We use Spring framework to build Java applications. And the Spring Boot is came in the 2014.
Right.
So Spring Boot is an build tool that is built on top of the Spring framework. The basic difference of the Spring core and the Spring Boot is that if you are creating a project by using Spring, so a lot of operations or boilerplate code we need to write. Right. But in the Spring Boot, there is a concept like a annotation over configuration. So basically, we know that in Spring there is a concept like container, IOC, dependency injection. And if we talk about a container, so if you use a Spring core, so we need to manually manage that container by using the techniques like application context. And in Spring Boot, we don't need to manually manage that container. Spring Boot will automatically do it for us. Another differences in that is that the Spring Boot has the file like application dot properties, and if you use a Spring core, no, Spring core also has the application dot properties. Yeah, that's the basic difference. In the Spring Boot, there is a big abstraction layer of the code. We don't need to write that much code that we need write in the Spring core.
Right, good. So can you tell me any 5 advantages of Spring Boot?
Yeah, 5 advantages of Spring Boot is that the we will first one is the we can create Java applications very easily. Then another is we will get auto configurations in the Spring Boot. We will get a component scan in Spring Boot. Then we have the annotation called the Spring Boot application. The combination of the 3 annotations. This is the benefit. And if there is a lot of benefit.